Right, again. So we've got to, what I'm trying to say is, the steering box isn't cut, shut, welded at all, okay? Borgeson makes steering parts. The thing's 40 quid for that inner shaft, okay? And you've got the machined GM spline with a grunt adapter inside here. The distance between here and here is perfect. Right, the distance. What it is, the distance is from where it stops here is perfect. The double joint, you have to have a double joint for phasing. The way, you know, the way that steering box is against this frame is perfect. Look, it's perfect. The way it's welded through with these tubular things through the chassis with the stock looking things. It's just nice. I'll put the full one in as well. But the angle is all it's quite a straight line. You know, and I can fart ass about with this a bit more if I want to. Because this is a power steering box, this is 1 1/8" sector. This pitman arm's a standard item from a 71 Pontiac. But like I said before, it's a stock 35 to 40. It's a stock drag link and a stock tie rod. You don't have to buy aftermarket ones, you have them already. But a 35-36 tie rod is longer than this, okay? Because the spindles are different and the track of the axle, the kingpin distance of the axle's wider because the hubs bring the wheels in over. So blah blah blah, SoCo axle, 36.5" perch, stock unsplit wishbone because the engine and box fits. It's not a small block Chevy with a turbo 350 with a big pan there. You know, my gear shifter's going to be right forward anyway. Look, because it just is. It just is. Like the goal was to run a standard wishbone unsplit, have power steering and disc brakes. Right, the track width, because it's most important, right? Because you'll never have your fenders on when you're trying to build a car. You will never get to the stage where you can see this hole where the fender will bolt into, and how the fender comes back. You see what I mean? There's going to be loads of space. You see the perfect track as well. It's not perfect. The track, the centre of the tyre here to the other side is 56.5. Now I could have got a rear axle from a what's the name? What's the cars? Not a Cougar, not a Mercury, not a Mustang. What is it? What is it? Maverick. Right, on the middle of the tyre there. In the middle of the tyre there. 59.5, right? This axle's 59.25. So these rear wheels, 7x16 Vintiques, right? So you look down there, it is actually 59.5, right? It's like that, right? 59.5. So a 7x16 Vintique wheel, it's got a negative offset of an 3 mil. On a 7, right? They're really 8" wide, okay? So if you measure the outer rim to the outer rim on a 7x16 Vintique wheel, it's actually 8" wide, the rim to the rim, and it's just basically that. It's that 6, quarter of an inch. Is it that? No, it's not even that. They're virtually, that's how you work it out anyway. So anyway, on my track on my back on 59.5, the track on my back, the track on the back, it's got to be 56.5, because I haven't measured it before yet. What is it? Track on the front, what is it? Track on the front is 56.75. Unreal, you see? So if I had a Maverick axle, 56.5, my tracks would be similar. But it makes no difference because it's got a wider rear tyre. Okay, I've got a 215 on the back, commercial tyre, and I've got a 195 on the front. But it all fits, and I've got all that tread. You see what I mean? I've got all that contact. I've got 6 inches of contact patch on my tyres, and everything clears. I'm going to run it round. But that's amazing. So you go, how do I get 56.75 on a 48" wide axle, okay? It's because these 6x16 wheels have got a positive offset of a quarter of an inch, 6 mil. Have they? Don't know, yeah, I think they have. But the beauty is this rotor is a 70 to 77 Chevy rotor, okay? So the hat distance between where the wheel face mounts to the disc is shallower by about 10 mil, 3/8 of an inch, than the Volair rotor. So if I had Volair rotors on this, okay, and if I needed to widen, this measurement, okay, if I needed to put another 20 mil on that, or 3/4 of an inch, I would be 57.5, which is great because, you know, that's 57.25, say. It would be 47.25. It would match exactly the track width of the rear. But you have to have a bit of wider track on the back when you build a car. Stock, a 40 Ford, is 59.25 at the back. And 48 and a bit with them spindles, you see what I'm saying? And these hubs, the 70 to 77 Chevy hubs, share the 40 Ford offset, hub offset, you know, with the drum on. It's quite similar, it's like a fag paper. So this car, right, this motor vehicle, all the suspension and the geometry is virtually stock. Go and measure your 40 Ford front axle, you know, because it's 48.5 with those spindles, and a 40 hub is narrower than, slightly than these 70 rows. So I'm narrow with the axle, okay, wider with the hub, and slightly different offset with a wider wheel, but it's still perfect. It all balances out to where the contact patch on the front is perfect for the 112-inch wheelbase and the steering arms. Right. So, getting back to everything, look, all right, so I haven't got the power steering box connected, but look, it's just, there's no effort. I'm on my spindle stops, like I would be stock, even though they're a bit long, the stock ones just let the tyre touch. Okay, so I'm 1/2 inch there, I like that. And props to the guy in Blackpool that drops these steering arms for £100. The guy is mustard, and I'll tell you why, and I'll show you that it's exactly the same side to side. You know, I don't know how he does it, but it's great. Got 195 tyres, and I can run a commercial tyre on my pickup truck. I can run these tyres with the chocolate sidewall scrubbers. It's awesome. That's so great. I mean, there's no effort. So right, okay, we'll go steering box ratio in the next video.